What's going on, y'all? It's MC Triple Three back at it again with another StarCast report. We got the sun in Cancer. Happy solar return to my Cancerians out there. And we got the moon in Capricorn, full moon in Capricorn. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for the collective? And this is going to be a extended StarCast report, so make sure you guys tune in. All sides, everywhere, all angles, YouTube X Rumble. We've been uploading some full-length content on the Instagram as well. So shout out to everyone tapped in. Shout out to everyone booking readings. Let's see. Getting into it, guys. The full moon generally is a time of heightened emotions. The moon deals with our emotional state, emotional well-being, and it deals with expression, and it deals with release, right? This is where a lot of the things that we've been doing kind of comes to light, or where light is shed on a lot of the things that we're doing, right? So as the sun transitions into different zodiac signs, etc., the full moon illuminates our actions and what we're doing, right? It illuminates our actions by amplifying our emotions. So when we feel a heightened emotion during the full moon and things of that nature, and energy gets a little bit more expansive, all our actions become a little bit more illuminated. So everything that we see, everything that we do can be seen at a heightened level, right? And this is where things that were kept in the dark, where things that are kept in the dark are now being seen, right? So these are a lot of things that come to light, right? So this is, hidden secrets, hidden information, things that you weren't necessarily aware of, but you become aware of. This usually happens around the full moon, depending, not specific to the zodiac sign that it's in, right? So when we're aware of this, we always know, all right, around the full moon, this is why we can play out full moon scenarios, because of a heightened emotional state that sheds light on all our actions. One thing that my mentor always says is that when emotions are high, intelligence are low. Intelligence is low, which is something that I can agree with as well, right? As an astrologer, when emotions are high, in terms of when we have a full moon, a lot of times we have full moon scenarios because intelligence is low, right? With that being said, our thought process and our ability to analyze and be logical towards certain situations goes down. Our ability to practicalize situations goes down, and our emotions and how we feel goes up, right? Our intuition goes up. Everything gets illuminated. Intuition is high. Psychic activity is high, and things of that nature, because all these emotions are being illuminated and seen and felt. It's a very intense time that the collective goes through, right? So a lot of times, if you are not an individual who is emotionally intelligent, or can trust how they feel, or understands how they feel, then full moon moments for you can be a little bit chaotic and a little bit uneasy. You may want to retreat, or you just may notice things always maybe seem to go wrong around full moon times, right? Or maybe things seem to go right. And that's because things are being illuminated based upon the seeds you plant during the new moon, right? So new moon in Gemini, we planted seeds to our towards ideas, towards our communication, towards community, towards unifying mentally, right? Meeting people where they're at and going around the same people that can agree with your ideas, right? And things of that nature, your mental frame, your mindset. But with the full moon in Capricorn, you're going to be harvesting, remember, opposite signs. So you're going to be plant the seeds that you're reaping from this full moon in Capricorn was from the seeds you've planted during the new moon in Cancer, right? So last Cancer season, when we had the new moon, which was last July, what were your intentions? This is a good time to double back, go over the seeds you've planted over the last year or so, and things of that nature, right? And from there, you'll get an understanding, because this is being illuminated from being in Cancer season. So check out the energy that you were planting and what you were doing, what your intentions were during Cancer season last year, and it's coming to a harvest with the full moon right now. So this is a lot of the stuff that we're harvesting, and that's coming to life, coming to light. A lot of the things that are becoming more tangible from the 3D world, as we call it, manifestation and things of that nature. So keep that in mind. As the sun enters Cancer as well, this is going to form, obviously the sun just entered Cancer, and it's opposing the moon, right? It's why we have a full moon opposite the sun. So with the sun in Cancer and the moon in Capricorn, practically, emotionally, we're going to want to be more practical, more logical towards certain situations, right? Which is funny because Cancer is ruled by the moon. Cancer deals with emotions, and Cancer deals with the initiation of emotion, initiating things based upon how you feel, right? Initiating farther levels of comfortability and solid and a home archetype, right, within what you're doing. So with that being said, as the moon is in Capricorn, Capricorn is logical, Capricorn is earth, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Capricorn deals with material, deals with status, deals with earnings, finances and things of that nature, as well as your structure and the boundaries you set for yourself and others, and different forms of discipline in your life, right? So Saturn is very rigid, Saturn is very structured, and Saturn is very practical, right? Very logical. It likes to make sense out of things. And with this full moon in Capricorn, you're going to want to make sense out of your emotions, right? You're going to want to understand and analyze what you're really feeling and how to practically go about it, right? So there's going to be a heightened emphasis on kind of collecting your emotions and sitting with them, or really analyzing how you feel and how to practicalize it and how to understand it, right? So it's like coming to the grips of knowing that, okay, these emotions are heightened, right? But how can I practically, logically make sense out of these emotions? Like, why are these emotions are happening, and how to navigate through them, right? And this is going to develop where the sun is initiating you to develop a stronger emotional body, right? So your psychic body and your ability to be receptive and to understand emotions of others and yourself is going to expand in terms of your psychic abilities and intuition, right? So intuitively, you are going to feel a push towards how you can understand and make sense out of your emotions, but not just yours, but others, right? The collective. So as you get into situations and things of that nature, you have this level of strong intuition that farther excels where you were before, right? So this is leveling up our emotional body to have a stronger level of intuition, because we are practically making sense out of how we feel. And this is how we're initiating Cancer season and starting off Cancer season off the bat, straight on initiating and expanding the levels of emotional intelligence by understanding our own emotions and how to practically take action on those emotions, either in the way we feel, or how to be logical about certain emotions and to not act on them, or to act on them, right? Depending on what those emotions are for yourself. So if there are emotions towards status, stability, structure, maybe you can act on those. And how can you practically put that emotion towards and channel that towards something that you want to build or create as a foundation or a sense of status, right? Stability and status. And that is how you utilize this energy and to kind of transmute some of those heavy emotions. So when you feel when those heavy emotions come up, it's easy for you to or easier, right, for you to make sense out of those emotions, sit down and understand, okay, what can I do with these, and how can I channel this into something I want to create status, stability, or finances around, right? How can I create a structure or discipline around this thing that I feel so emotionally strong towards, right? How can I create that sense of stability around that? And when you channel that and really analyze and sit and understand where you can focus and where you can put this emotional drive, then you'll really see how heightened emotion, how you can use emotion to also manifest and attract what you want based upon where you're directing that emotion, right? So that's going to be a big thing during this time. I hope you guys start off Cancer season very strong. Y'all keep going, keep thriving. Happy solar return to all my Cancerians out there. See you again soon. 7333. We Addy, let's go. And if you guys are looking to learn, community of like minds or artist development, you guys can get in touch. If you guys are looking for a personal reading or one-on-one mentorship as a psychic and astrologer, you guys can get in touch using the links below. Stay healthy, keep it organic. Mini mango I'm about to devour. Have a good evening, y'all.
I know that I'm a foreign star. If you might type, I'll make you mine. If they ain't showing no love, I don't let it get to my mind. And I be getting to it with my craft divine. I claim what's mine. And I can't play all of those games, had to protect my time. I know that I'm a